Teacher's Corner, we're going to look at the line of best fit. So the line of best fit is a straight line that represents the data in a scatter plot. The line does not have to pass through all the actual points. It just must follow the trend of the data. That's the biggest thing. What's going on is the line going up or the points making the values go higher or lower. This line helps us predict. So that's really the biggest thing we use it for, predict what's going on in the future. So there's a couple things we have to do. We're going to find 2 points on the line of best fit. Not just picking points. Look at the line. We're going to find the slope, and then we're going to use point slope form to find an equation, and we're going to put that in slope intercept form, and then we're going to use that line to predict. So a few pointers are, the first one is to read the words on the X and Y axis carefully. Are the numbers listed and stating that it's in thousands? You want to pay attention to whether the slope is positive or negative. If it's a multiple choice test, it might eliminate some answers for you. And does the y-intercept look accurate once you have your equation of your line? So let's look at number 1. It says the scatter plot shows the results of a study on the effects of exercise on resting heart rate. So I can see my x-axis, that's in minutes, average time spent exercising per day in minutes. And here is on my y-axis is the resting heart rate, and that's beats per minute. So there are points there, and the line of best fit is drawn for you. So now we have to write the equation of the line. So again, once we write the line, we don't have to pay attention to the points. So like you did when you were writing an equation of the line, I'm trying to find points that go through kind of the corner of the box. So 1 is right there. That's going to be 0.72. And that is the y-intercept, right? We know that. Another point that I think I'm going to use here is this point right here. That seems pretty good. And that's 1068. Okay? So like we said, the first thing we have to do is we have to find the slope of the line. I realize that it's negative. So I have 68 minus 72 over 10 minus 0, which gives me negative 4 over 10. Okay, that can be simplified to negative 2 over 5. Okay, now what we can do here is we already have the y-intercept, so I can actually go right into slope-intercept form. Y is equal to negative 2 over 5x plus 72. And that is going to be my line of best fit. Now, again, my slope is a negative, and like we talked about earlier, that's going upper left, bottom right's negative. My y-intercept is accurate. It says use your equation to predict the resting heart rate of a person who exercises 30 minutes per day. So minutes per day is my x. So I'm going to take my equation of my line, and everywhere I see an x, I'm going to put a 30. I can use my calculator or do it in my head, and y then is equal to 60. So it's 60 beats per minute is the answer to the question is, what's the heart rate of someone who exercises 30 minutes per day? Right? Let's look at the next one. It says the scatter plot shows how a restaurant's monthly revenue is related to its monthly advertising expenditures. So there were the points. Again, you can see in this case, I drew that line ahead of time, and you're just really trying to do the best you can. It's a line of best fit, not exact fit. You notice that all the points are not going to land on the line. I tried to go somewhat through the middle of the data points the best I could. Now, again, let's take a look at what's on the X and Y axis. This is a monthly advertising expenditures. How much are you spending in thousands, right? That's thousands of dollars. So when we see 10, it's not $10, it's $10,000. Total monthly revenue, again, also in thousands. Okay, so according to the equation of the line of best fit, what's the best prediction for revenue if the advertising expenditure is $18,000? So again, I'm going to get points that seem like they're in the corner of the box. So I'm going to use 0.40, right? That's the y-intercept there. And the other one I'm going to grab is right here, this 1090. Okay, so I'm going to go slope is equal to 90 minus 40 and 10 minus 0. So that gives me 50 over 10. So the slope is equal to 5. Now, again, I do have my y-intercept, so I can go right to that. Okay, now if I don't have that y-intercept, let's just say I don't, I can use either point. So remember, we're going to use the equation y minus y1 is equal to m times x minus x1. So I'll use this 1090 just to show you what will happen. So I have y minus my y value is 90. Y minus 90 is equal to my slope is 5 times x minus 10. Keep going, and I try to get y by itself. I distribute that 5. I add the 90 to both sides, and I have 5x plus 40, which you notice would be the same here. So the first way is definitely a shortcut, but I just want to show you in case it doesn't work out that way. All right, so now we have the equation line. We have to figure out, we're trying to estimate what's the best prediction of revenue. So again, they give me my advertising expenditure. That's my X. So remember, it's in thousands. So I'm not going to substitute an 18,000. I'm just going to substitute an 18. So I have y is equal to 5 times 18 plus 40. So y is equal to $130,000 in revenue. If the advertising expenditure is $18,000. And let's take a look at our last problem. Marcy heated a beaker of water in science class. The scatter plot shows the temperature, which is y, in degrees in Celsius of the water based on the number of minutes, which is x, she heated the water. So again, let's take a look. Number of minutes is our x-axis, temperature in Celsius is our y. It says, which equation describes the line of best fit for the temperature of the water based on the number of minutes Marcy heated the water? Okay, so I drew a line of best fit. Now again, we have an idea this is a positive slope. So I can cross off my two negative options. I've already narrowed it down to 2. I'm going to pick 2 points that I can identify. So I'm going to go with 340. And the other point I'm going to pick is 550. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to find the slope. And I have 5 minus 3, so I get 10 over 2. So my slope is going to be about 5. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this. I'm going to use this point. I'm going to substitute it into point slope. Y minus 50 is equal to 5 times x minus 5. So I have y minus 50 is equal to 5x minus 25. I add 50 to both sides. And I have y is equal to 5x plus 25. Now, when I look at my answers, I don't have exactly that, but I do want to compare a couple things. First of all, I do notice that my slope is positive, which is what I set up here. And on top of that, my y-intercept is 25. 23 is that's a lot closer than 12. So I look at my y-intercept, and it looks like it is about 25. So I'm pretty good. It looks like about 20, but again, we know we're doing a line of best fit, not exact fit, so we should be in good shape. Okay, thanks so much for stopping by today. Have a great day.